Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the UDL is proud to present the most entertaining droid in the world. It is me, it is R2 VGC, and I hope you all are doing fantastic. So here we are, it's week number 6. There we go. Of the Underdog Draft League, and our opponent this week is the HK Blades, coached by Thunderball. And if you take this look at the standings here, they are currently sitting in second place with a 4-1 record, and we're not too far behind with a 5-way tie for third place at a 3-2 record. So let's go ahead and dive on in and check out the team we're bringing this week. Alright folks, so definitely let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this new graphic, or if you guys would rather see us go back to the Pokemon Showdown. But let's go ahead and dive into this here. So the first Pokemon we're going to take a look at is our true friend, our MVP, Entei, rocking out with the Citrus Berry. So what Citrus Berry does is once the Pokemon is below 50% of its health, it'll consume the berry and gain 30% of its health back. We are running a timid nature to help us speed creep things a little more significantly. And we are running inner focus, so we're immune to fake out, which he does have a couple of fake out options, and also immune to intimidate, which he doesn't really have any, but it's still a good ability with the team overall. The EV spread, we've put 108 HP, 180 into special attack, which is enough to get the one-hit KO on a Darmanitan Galar, which is one of his bigger offensive threats. And with a combination of one of our other Pokemon, dellmize, it will KO Suicune with a max overgrowth, despite everything that they could possibly do, but we'll dive into that more when we get into dellmize spread. And the speed is enough to outpace a Darmanitan Galar that's not choice scarfed. So the moves that we are rolling in this week are Solar Beam to help us with that max grass attack, which helps cover a lot of his speed control between Carbink and Suicune, which gets Trick Room and Tailwind collective, respectively, rather. And also it's just hits the team decently. The stabs that we're rolling with are Flamethrower, which again will help out with the other forms of speed control he has with Gourgeist as a potential Trick Room setter. And then again, also, if you remove Rapidash, Emolga, and Pillowswine, which are Pokemon I don't expect to see, fire types hit the overall team pretty well. Will-O-Wisp is there for a little bit of support. Once you burn a Pokemon, all of its physical attacks damage is decreased by 50%. That includes Registeel Body Press, which is a end game that I foresee him possibly trying. So I wanted to have a couple of answers for that. And then we've got Hyper Beam as a max strike, another form of speed control. So keep that in mind as we go into one of the other Pokemon. Alright, so the next Pokemon we're going to take a look at is our Kangaskhan. It is going to hold our weakness policy this week. Again, we are going for that jolly nature to help get that speed creep that we want. And our Scrappy ability. What Scrappy allows us to do is have both fighting and normal type attacks hit opposing ghost types, which normally they're immune to. He does have Gourgeist, so that would be helpful. We've got a 76 EVs and HP, full investment of the 252 into attack, and then the speed of 181 is enough to outspeed Gallade, which is one of the another offensive threat that he has. And the move pool that we're going to is with Fake Out. Fake Out is a fantastic move in VGC in general because it's a priority 3 move and it guarantees a flinch. So they either have to protect, out prioritize it, or that Pokemon's not going to have anything done. Now, the drawback of that is you can only use Fake Out on your first turn into the game, onto the board rather. We've got Double Edge for a good solid stab, and Drain Punch to help navigate. The combination of normal and fighting hits everything on his team for at least neutral, if not super effective damage. Especially once you throw in the fact that we can now hit ghost types rather, for neutral damage and run-of-the-mill protect. The EV spread is, again, to outspeed Gallade because we want to get those max strikes off if Kangaskhan is our Dynamax candidate. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next friend. So the next friend that we've got here is our Crocodile. He will be rocking the Assault Vest. What Assault Vest does is it eliminates the ability to use status moves, so moves like Protect or Will-O-Wisp. But in exchange, it gives the Pokemon the special defense boost. It basically increases it up 1 stage. So this Croc's going to be a little bulkier. And we're rolling with the Intimidate. So again, like last time I mentioned, the Intimidate, upon entry onto the field, the opposing team's physical attack stat gets dropped 1 stage. So you combine that with Assault Vest and kind of rolling a little bit of a bulkier build. Croc should be able to stick on the field and spam a couple of movesets. So again, full investment in HP because we want them to be able to outpace things and stay on the field as long as possible. Then we've got 204 EVs that again is to outspeed Suicune, who is the base 85. So 252 Suicune, Crocodile should go first. And then we threw the rest into attack because we want to put some damage out there. So the move pool that we've got is Close Combat, which a lot of his Pokemon are weak to fighting. And then our stabs with High Horsepower and Darkest Lariat. But the move that I foresee our Crocodile using the most is going to be Snarl, which is a spread move, and if it hits each Pokemon it hits, its special attack stat drops 1. So between Intimidate and Snarl, we got a good way to neutralize any sort of offensive pressure coming across the board. And then our 4th Pokemon we're going to take a look at is our Weakness Policy Procker, Jolteon, who's rocking out with the Focus Sash. Again, we're doing Timid, so we get that speed boost. The EV spread is really basic. It's 252, 252, and then just throw the other 4 in. I know this is a talking point for a lot of people, but I'm a firm believer of it's a Focus Sash. It's gonna get a 2-hit KO anyways, so why put any sort of defensive investment into it? Make it as fast as it can and make it hit as hard as it can. So we are rolling with our Double Kick, which Jolteon should outpace anything that is not Choice Scarfed on Thunderball's team. So that will help us proc our Kangaskhan's Weakness Policy. And Jolteon has a very low physical attack stat anyways, so going to be helpful. Then Baby Doll Eyes. What Baby Doll Eyes does is it's a priority 1 move that lowers the target's attack stat by 1. So it's kind of like that switch into Intimidate, but it's a move. Thunderbolt just for a decent stab, and then Detect, which is a fighting version of Protect. The point of Detect over Protect is he does have some Imprison options, and not that anyone ever runs it, but it's a good idea to try to avoid it, to run Detect when you can, because there is a thought process of the opposing team running Imprison Protect. So therefore, you can't protect your Pokemon. So, but I could Detect, which does the exact same thing. And then our 5th Pokemon, which is our fun set for the day, is our dellmize, rocking out with the Expert Belt. So what Expert Belt does is, if the attack was super effective, it gets multiplied with a 20% boost, 20% bump. And as you see, dellmize is we're fast. This is a fast dellmize. This is designed to outspeed Glade at -1. So if we somehow get a +1 on our Pokemon, which I don't know how we do that, or if Entei or Kangaskhan get a max strike off and Glade's on the field, I'm now doing some good fun damage with our dellmize. And then we went full speed and full attack investment, and I threw the rest into HP just to try to get a little more bulk. We're rolling Shadow Claw, Grassy Glide, and Iron Head. This combination hits everything on his team for at least neutral damage. So the Expert Belt is going to be really helpful on most cases. And our last Pokemon is our Koffing. So you guys saw Koffing play last week, and he was able to stay on the board most of the game that we brought him. So this week we're rolling out with the Black Sludge, which what that does is, if it's held by a poison type, which Koffing is, at the end of every turn, he will regain 1/16 health. And so we are going for a Calm Nature with a special defense, which gets us a special defense boost, which Koffing doesn't have a really good special defense stat, at the cost of our attack stat, which we have no physical attacking. And then we are full HP and special defense. Again, trying to make this thing a little bulkier as possible. We're rolling with Will-O-Wisp, which again has an 85% chance to inflict burn upon the target, cutting the attack stat down in the physical attack stat down in half. Stockpile, which will increase both our physical and special defense boosts. Flamethrower, we have to try to hit something. We got to have some sort of physical, some sort of attacking move. We learned that last week. It was just sitting there. And then Corrosive Gas. So what Corrosive Gas does is all Pokemon surrounding it, the items go bye-bye. So this includes, the only reason why Koffing is here this week is to help us with the end game Registeel Iron Press stall crap. So that's why the Flamethrower is there, because Flamethrower hits Registeel for super effective, and Stockpile plus Will-O-Wisp should have, then combine that with Black Sludge, should get Koffing to the point where it's pretty bulky. And then the Corrosive Gas to get rid of the leftovers or any other annoying items. But again, that is the week. That is the team this week, guys. Again, EV the mouse to one-hit KO the like button. If you've not done so, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world. We are currently sitting at 56 subscribers. If we can get to 60, that'd be great. But until next time with the gameplay, bye.